a date, Maxine. I cannot plan a wedding without a date, and I'm not supposed to have any stress during my pregnancy. But if you and Jared don't set a date soon, then I might not have time to plan everything, or worse. BHT, that's an avoid. Sodium nitrate. I can't have sodium nitrate. I am pregnant. What? I'm acting a little crazy, aren't I?
It's the hormones. We've all been through it.
Are you and Jared going to have any children, Grandma?
No, sweetheart. 3 was my lucky number.
Here you go, honey.
Hey, Mom, did you even look at this before you threw it away?
I did not. How am I going to get money to invest in property on Guam?
You are about to become one of the 400 wealthiest Americans. A billionaire.
Your picture's already been in Alvis Eller's society column.
Oh, for pity's sake, I am not about to become a billionaire. S. I'm simply going to be Mrs. Jared Gray. Duff.
Guam is the new Hawaii. Years ago, you could buy beachfront property in Maui for a song.
Peter is very good at this kind of thing, Mom.
I know he is.
You have no faith in me.
She hasn't even set a date. Without a date, how do we know if she's even getting married? It could all be a big scam to make us think that you're going to have a wedding when you really have no intention of having a wedding.
All right. Everybody stop it. This marriage has nothing to do with money. We will set a wedding date when we set it. Jared is overwhelmed with this China conclave, and I am buried in my own work. After this, I don't want to hear one thing about dates or dollars or today's Guam or tomorrow's Maui or any place else. Goodbye.
Why did you take apart the toilet?
Well, it was making a clicking sound. I mean, Kyle really needs to sleep now that he's a resident. Oh, they were terrible hours. Oh, I thought the clicking would drive him crazy.
That was very thoughtful of you.
Well, that's what I thought. But when the flooding started and I took Ariadne upstairs, he was still saying very mean things to me.
Is there somebody in there?
You think it's Stalker Boy? Who's here?
Donna, Judge Gray, I'd like you to meet Detective Cross, Hartford PD.
Is there a problem?
Detective Cross is with the CAP squad. Crimes against persons.
Fraud, robbery, assault.
Stalking.
Yes, which is what brings me here today, Judge Gray.
Hey, your name's Chris Cross, like those two little rappers who used to wear their pants backwards. Remember that?
Only too well.
So, you gonna break bad on this guy? Put him under glass? Squeeze his shoes a little bit? Send him to the otter farm?
Hey, Donna. Look, I don't know what Mr. Van Exel has told you, but...
Stalker, name of Jason Lobdell. Known to the police. Broke into your apartment, left threatening phone calls, vandalized your vehicle, accosted you and your daughter.
Yeah, except that legally speaking, I have no proof that he broke into my home, no proof that he vandalized my car, and he never actually threatened me or my daughter.
You're right. Without him making some kind of tangible move on you, be it physical or verbal, we can't really do anything. At least, not officially.
And you're not talking about some kind of special treatment?
You're a judge. It's inevitable. You're part of the team.
Part of what team?
The good guys. Cops, judges, attorneys, well, prosecutors anyway. Look, we can't pick him up, but we can keep an eye out, especially at night. If Mr. Lobdell shows, I will be on him like Weird on Bjork. I gotta run. Judge Gray, no worries. Bruce, later.
Okay, I'll just go out here and...
All I said was, I know a judge who needs...
Thank you.
Things are good. Yeah, Alicia and Alex are happy, and I'm happy. You know, considering.
Considering we issued a restraining order on your husband. He was beating you in front of your children.
Still, the family's all apart. That's sad for the kids.
Has he made any attempt to violate the restraining order?
No, I haven't seen him in 2 months. Alicia, be careful of the curbs.
He was beating you, Penny. You and your children are better off without him. Our only other choice would be to remove Alicia and Alex to a foster family. I'm sure you'll agree this is a better solution.
Alex is awake. I have to go.
That's a lovely bike, Alicia.
Thank you.
Is it new?
No.
Alicia, time to come in.
Jesse Monk. Is this right? The charge is obstructing justice?
That's the charge, Judge Gray.
Mr. Ashworth, to what do we owe a visit from the chief juvenile prosecutor?
I just dropped by to watch the new kid in action. Make sure he doesn't embarrass my department.
Well, Mr. Hayes has certainly arrived with a fanfare, leveling obstruction of justice charges against a 12-year-old boy.
Your Honor, if I may. Jesse Monk is the subject of nearly 200 photos, 160 of which, under Connecticut law, fall into the category of child pornography. There is a sampling of hard copies as well as a CD-ROM, all photos downloaded from the internet.
Why is Mr. Monk sitting on that side of the room? Because what I see here is an obvious victim, Mr. Hayes.
As any reasonable person would, Your Honor.
For 6 months, the state police have been tracking down pedophiles who use the internet to buy, sell, and trade their product, which you see before you, Judge Gray. Jesse Monk, who was a foster child in the care of the state, is one of the children involved.
When the police informed DCF, Jesse was removed from his foster home pending an investigation.
Foster parents are no longer considered suspects.
I'm still not hearing anything about obstruction of justice.
Exactly. All my client did was to deny he was part of any wrongdoing.
Ergo, obstructing justice.
It's not me. They're fakes. There's fakes all over the internet. Like nude celebrities. It's all fake. It's not me.
Your Honor, state police experts have examined these pictures, and they all agree they're real. By refusing to tell us who took those pictures, Jesse Monk is obstructing justice.
I'd like to see counsel in my chambers.
The boy has obviously been coached to deny him.
The state is putting the victim on trial here, Your Honor.
DCF removed Jesse Monk without consulting the police.
They were acting in the best interest of the child.
Well, their heart was in the right place, but that removal tipped the pedophile. He knows the boy's in custody now, so he's just going to lay low until this blows over. Then he'll offend again. We have to seize this opportunity to force the name out of Jesse Monk.
You want me, as a judge, to bully a frightened 12-year-old boy into giving up the name of a person who is sexually abusing him?
We don't think you'll have to find him guilty. He'll talk before it gets to that.
Okay, Mr. Hayes, you're new at this job, so I'm going to try to be very clear. You cannot use a judge to do the police department's job.
Your Honor, no one
The impartiality of the law is one of the few principles to keep the barbarians at the gate. You understand what that means?
I'm requesting a continuance to prepare a motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
Good.
What?
The motion hearing will be?
Tuesday at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Beautiful.
I have a recurring dream where I'm a billionaire. I buy the Carolina Hurricanes, move them back to Hartford, change their name back to the Whalers, and we win the Stanley Cup.
I have a recurring dream where everyone stops talking about my becoming a billionaire.
I have a recurring dream where I'm pleading with a midget named Brett to stop throwing donuts at a clown with a flamethrower.
Penny Hatcoat's husband is violating a restraining order.
The wife beater.
How do you know?
I talked with her neighbor. She says Dave Hatcoat is there once or twice a week.
Why would she put up with that? She's got to know we snatched the kids.
Which is exactly what we're going to do.
Hold your horses for a moment. What if she's being threatened? What if he's coercing her?
Then she should have told you. You have to snatch the kids.
My advice, show up in a limo to snatch them. It'd be easier for everyone all around. After you're married, you can take a limo to all your field calls.
She can take one right now. She wants.
One day I'm going to start to get used to these surprise visits.
Don't. Can we have lunch?
I will likely be having lunch in front of the vending machine. 12:30?
Great. Gentlemen?
You're not going to snatch those kids, are you?
If I have to. After I find out what's going on.
I'm looking for Eddie or Javier.
The children?
Yes, have you seen them?
Not since they were debating over who was hotter, Britney Spears or Jennifer Lopez. I mean, why can't you just tap me on the shoulder?
I need an assist on the Jefferson appendectomy. If you see Javier, will you tell him?
Hello? Why do you never offer me any assists?
Why don't you ever ask me?
Is that the way it works around here?
That's the way it works in the world. You have to ask for things. Not much is simply offered to you on a silver platter.
Fine, understood. May I officially request that you use me to assist?
You'll be up next. You're not on shift. Why aren't you at home sleeping?
My roommate decided that the noise the toilet was making might interfere.
I haven't got time to hear the story.
I'm not usually a conspiracy theorist, but that may have to change.
Mr. Van Exel, Judge Gray, what a stroke of good fortune to see you here.
I have a feeling it's going to be a different kind of stroke.
Mr. Hayes filled me in on the dynamic of your chambers meeting and the pending motion hearing.
This wouldn't be an ex parte communication, would it?
Good. Doing your job. Very laudable. But no, this is strictly administrative in nature. I know this case was a curveball when you were looking fastball, and I appreciate your earnest adherence to the rule of law. But perhaps the best thing for all involved would simply be to transfer it to another judge.
You wouldn't be trying to trap me into an ex parte communication, so I'd have to recuse myself from this case, would you?
We're professionals, all three of us. We're in bounds here.
Barely.
Speech to Mr. Hayes holds.
Yes, barbarian's at the gate. Very evocative. The thing I want to remind you, though, is that the barbarian is already through the gate, and he's preying on children.
We're very close to discussing the case here.
Yeah, Mr. Ashworth, I think it'd be a good idea if you went back over there.
You're a juvenile court judge. A very good one, too, by all accounts. But what we're after here is an adult criminal.
You didn't charge an adult. You charged a victimized 12-year-old boy.
Mr. Van Exel. Judge Gray.
I don't think the chef is using as much dill as he used to.
We've had some serious budget cuts. You said we needed to talk. After you told me not to get used to any more visits?
That's just it. Maxine, that is the point. I don't want to be a visitor in your life anymore. I want to be in your life. Every day I want to be in your life. I can't concentrate. I can't get anything done. All I think about is marrying you.
You know, that's all Jillian thinks about, too.
What?
And it's never off my mind.
Well, all right then. Let's get this horse out of the gate.
What?
Yes.
Oh, you mean,
Yeah.
what about China?
I don't want to talk about China. Maxine, look, now, we can do it here, or we could fly off to Monte Carlo, Venice, or Rochester. You're not stalling.
Of course not. I want to get married. On one condition. I want a prenuptial agreement.
You want a prenuptial? You're serious?
All I keep hearing is about I'm going to become a billionaire's wife and I should be buying tomorrow's Maui and...
Yeah, and what?
Well, never mind. I want everyone, including you, to know that I would be marrying you even if you were penniless.
When did you ever give a hog's tail about what anybody else thought? Maxine, if, God forbid, anything should happen between us, I want you taken care of.
No, now that's exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I want you...
We come into this marriage as separate beings. And if anything does happen, we leave with what we came in with.
Oh.
This is non-negotiable.
My son,
Charles.
Charles, my son Charles, he handles all my business affairs now. So, do you have an attorney?
No. But I know just the person.
Good. And I'll set up the meeting. Now, once we've dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's, do you want to have a great, big, fancy church wedding? Or would you like to just run off to some nice justice of the peace with a couple of kids?
Oh, now you're serious. We should ask Jillian.
I'm not going to ask Jillian, Maxine. I'm asking you.
If things are good, I don't understand.
You both knew that if your husband violated the restraining order, we would be forced to remove your children. And frankly, that is what my supervisor has sent me here to do.
No, Maxine, please. Dave is different. This whole thing has changed him.
I doubt it. He stopped attending the anger management sessions mandated by the court.
It was the drinking that made him mean. He stopped drinking completely, and I give you the credit. It was that restraining order that scared him sober. I know what you're thinking. It's that whole frog, scorpion can't change a leopard's spots, right?
Something like that.
Well, Dave has changed. If you could see us together...
If I saw you together, I would be obliged by law to report you and to seize your children.
I love him, Maxine. I love him, and the children love him, and he loves us.
This is a court order. It's out of my hands.
Oh, but listen, they listen to you. I know that they listen to you. If you could just please give us this chance. People can change. Dave has changed. Look, if you could just see us together, please. Sometimes people deserve a second chance, Maxine. Please.
If you don't mind me asking, what are your qualifications for negotiating a prenuptial agreement of this size?
I'm the son of one party, you're the son of the other, so we're even.
I have an MBA from Wharton, a law degree from Yale, a doctorate in economics from Brown. I was a member of the team which negotiated the free trade agreement with Canada.
Oh, so what you're saying is you haven't done any actual real-world work. Don't worry. I'll go easy on you.
Here's a 1760 form with the standard after marriage incurred debt attachment. You do know about the 1760, correct? Or would you like to call in an expert?
Well, I'm a little confused.
Shall I explain in simpler terms?
Is this a 1760 or a 1760p? Because the 1760 takes into account any and all property jointly cohabited during the engagement phase as well as the marriage.
Can I ask you a question? Are you stoned?
Me? What? No, never. Dr. Redeker won't even give me the keys to the medicine cabinet.
Because the supplies are supposed to be stocking alphabetically. As far as I can tell, you're doing it by weight.
I'm not stoned. I'm sleep deprived. I'm just not used to the schedule. What are you, a cyborg?
I'm younger than you are.
Ouch.
And Open your hand.
Oh, God, this is like an after-school special.
Don't look so scared. They're harmless, herbal, perfectly legal.
You know my history, right?
Yeah, I heard. You're rogue and a scallywag, but reformed.
I can't take these.
There's no controlled substance in them. Nothing addictive. Equivalent to a couple cups of coffee.
I'll drink the coffee.
The coffee around here will eat the lining off your stomach. Believe me, I'm a doctor. It's much better for you.
No, thanks.
Okay? I'm just trying to help. Oh, and don't forget, alphabetical.
Jillian?
Peter's still at the office on our date night. Ned is with the sitter. I thought maybe you guys would have something that I could eat. How much weight did you gain during your pregnancy?
Well, the first trimester.
According to two of my pregnancy websites, I need to gain 3.2 pounds a month in order to reach my ideal birthing weight. But the only thing that is safe to eat are apples and grilled chicken breasts, free range. Grilled chicken breasts, it tastes like stinky feet. And I can't eat any more apples.
Mom, where's my sock monkey game?
Jillian, you can eat other things.
No, I can't. Everything is poison.
Sock monkey, sock monkey, sock monkey, sock monkey, sock monkey, sock monkey, monkey.
It's in the dining room.
Get off the floor. Oh, they say gain weight, but they say I can't eat anything. They say I have to exercise, but they say not to wear my body out. They say I'm supposed to relax, but I am 2 steps away from taking hostages. What the hell is a sock monkey? Oh, my God. Lauren! Get away from there.
I'm sorry.
No,
sorry.
It's okay. I didn't mean to yell. You have ice cream sandwiches. I can have ice cream sandwiches.
Jillian, please.
Oh, sure. Can I keep the ice cream sandwiches?
I'm sorry. I should have been paying more attention.
Who is that boy?
He's from my courtroom.
How come
A very bad man made him do those things.
Who took the pictures?
Remember how we talked about strangers? About not going with them and not letting them touch you? Well, this little boy, he didn't have anybody to tell him those things. He doesn't have a mother. So he didn't know any better when that bad guy wanted to take his picture.
Does the man live around here?
Oh, no. No, sweetie. Don't worry about him. No, he's going to jail for this.
Are you going to put him in jail?
Yes.
That's good.
Each party hereby waives, releases, and relinquishes any and all right, title of interest whatsoever. Can you not do that?
Why? Does it bother you?
No. Such waiver, release, and relinquishment shall not apply and is not effective with respect to any... Okay, cut it out.
Can't handle the pressure, Gray?
I invented pressure, Duff.
That doesn't make sense.
It makes about as much sense as your statement of assets. According to last April's Fiegler financial letter, you're off by a fraction. 80 million fractions.
Hello?
Martin, Kyle, I'm glad you're there.
What? Speak up. Who is it?
Kyle, listen, as my sponsor,
Just kidding. I'm not here. Leave a message after the tone.
Martin, it's Kyle. I just called to ask you something I already know the answer to.
She finally go down?
Yeah. When she was an infant, and I had to rock her to sleep. It's because of what she saw on the computer.
The boy? What are you going to do?
I don't know. I gave my Barbarians at the Gate speech yesterday. Sounded really good at the time, but now... Forget about terrorizing a little kid. What about judicial ethics? What about the next case and the case after that? This is where you're supposed to contribute a brilliant nugget of wisdom.
This is where we stand on different sides of the Great Divide.
What great divide?
Your job is different than mine. My job is very pragmatic. Save children.
I save children?
Yes, but you must also preserve a legal system. You serve two masters. I do not.
You think I should pick one master?
Well, of course you're going to have to pick one. My advice is choose the one that puts the sexual predator behind bars. But that's my opinion from my side of the divide, and I could be wrong.
Now that you make any claim for or be entitled to any money, property, or as alimony, spousal support, or maintenance,
such provision shall be deemed valid to the extent of the scope and breadth permitted by law.
No.
For an ill-educated insurance salesman, you've played this very well.
For an Ivy League wuss, you make a pretty good street fighter.
Are you coming home again? Ever?
I appreciate you being outside my house last night, Detective.
Oh, no sweat. I'll be out there however long it takes until the situation is resolved.
Hey, oh. Hi, Flatfoot. Oh, Judge Gray, curtain's about to rise.
Thank you, Donna. I'll be right there.
I'll see you tonight.
Detective. Do you know anything about this case that I'm hearing?
The pedophile photographer? No, not a thing. Not that we could discuss it anyway, right?
I need to know something, but I'm not really allowed to ask.
There's just the two of us here.
I'm not like that. I try to do what's required of me legally. No shortcuts.
Of course. I'm just going to make an idle observation. I heard about a case in Vice where absolutely every avenue was exhausted, and they're nowhere.
We really shouldn't be having this conversation. I'm sorry. This is a thorough and convincing motion to dismiss, Mr. Ruff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge Gray, I feel the state must be heard before you dismiss.
I'm not going to dismiss. In fact, I'm going to make this very easy. Mr. Monk, if you do not reveal to me the name of the man who took these pictures, then I will hold you in contempt and put you in a jail cell until you do tell me the name.
But it's not me.
I object, Your Honor. You haven't heard arguments.
Overruled.
Exception.
Noted. The name, Mr. Monk, now.
It's not me. It's fake. It's not me in those pictures.
Yes, Mr. Monk. We all know how the photographer told you that if you denied everything, then you'd have no more problems. Well, I'm your problem. So he was wrong. And if you're protecting him because you took money from him, then you're wrong, too.
Your Honor!
Please do not interrupt me again, Mr. Ruff. If you have feelings for him, then you are wrong. This man is bad. He's a pervert.
They're fakes. It's not me.
All right, that's not going to cut it. Please approach the defendant, and if he defies me again, put the handcuffs on him.
But it's not me in those pictures. There's fakes all over the internet. They're digital.
The name, Mr. Monk.
It's not me.
Jesse Monk, I find you in contempt. Please take him into custody.
This is outrageous. He's a 12-year-old boy.
No, Mr. Ruff. The thing about people like the man who took your client's pictures is that they're like vampires. They feed on children, and they turn those children into little vampires. That's what you've become, a vampire. He's turned you into someone who will molest other children because you were molested, and I cannot allow that to happen.
But I'm not a vampire. I didn't do anything with him. I just let him take the pictures. That's all. I never let him touch me. I just let him take the pictures.
Who?
I only did it for the money. He gave us money and dope to take our clothes off and pose.
The name, Mr. Monk.
Scott Ronder. He's a janitor at my school.
Case dismissed. Please release Mr. Monk.
All rise. If we can get through all these truancy cases this afternoon, free up some time tomorrow for the Miller adoption.
Penny says you quit drinking.
That's right.
But she also says that you do not attend Alcoholics Anonymous?
Nope. Old-fashioned willpower. I love my family, I put them first, and I realized I had to quit drinking.
I would be more confident if you were in the program, and I think that Penny would be as well.
Well, I'm sure that Dave would go to AA if that was part of the deal. Right, Dave?
Miss Gray, a man can change if he's got reasons. I've got 3.
Penny says that, you haven't struck her recently.
That's 100%.
And, she says that you're working regularly, contributing to the family's needs most weeks.
Uh-huh.
But according to Penny, you missed 3 payments.
I told you I was going to make that up to you.
And the last payment was short.
Seems like Penny's got a lot to say about a lot of things.
Yes, she's told me quite a bit.
Maxine, ask me.
You didn't have to answer.
Penny is required to answer my questions, Mr. Hadcoat, or risk losing her children. She says that you were evicted from your apartment.
Penny.
I never said it like that, Dave.
Why was Dave evicted?
Why don't you ask him? He's right there.
Penny, why was Dave evicted?
Go ahead, tell her. You tell her everything.
If I don't tell her, she's going to take away the kids.
So tell her.
He had a bad day.
Tell her, Penny, just air out all our dirty laundry. No secrets.
It's just that he was just...
there! Go ahead, tell her! Tell her!
No, he didn't hit me. That didn't count. It didn't count. You made a man on purpose. That shouldn't count. You was fine until you did that.
Take it with the children.
You did that. No, don't do it. No, it's not.
Come in.
You wanted to see me?
Thanks for coming.
Hey, we play for the same team.
You chose me, didn't you? You sat around with your cop and attorney buddies and thought, which judge is stupid enough to fall for this? How about Amy Gray? She's a woman. She's divorced. She has a kid about the same age as Jesse. You didn't want me to recuse myself.
With all due respect, that's a little paranoid. Everything's worked out for the best. Jesse's going back to his foster parents. Police already picked up that sociopathic chew toy. The world's a better place.
Yeah, well, it's going to cost you.
I beg your pardon.
I don't come cheap. It's going to cost you.
Well, I have a certain amount of influence in some places if I could be of any help.
It's going to cost you Tobin Hayes.
I don't understand.
He's finished as a juvenile prosecutor. Get rid of him.
Tobin Hayes is a bulldog. He's the kind of guy we all want on the team.
If you're wondering if I'm serious, I am. If you don't believe me, put it to the test.
I'll need some time.
24 hours.
Can't do it? We are at a complete and utter stalemate.
He doesn't know when to say uncle.
It's not a wrestling match, Peter.
Nor is it a car loan, Mom. It's very complicated. Our side wants a 1760.
Our side?
We're all on the same side.
Well, Charles and I know differently.
You could always just not get married.
Try again.
Dad?
Try again. I'll tell you what let's do. Let's just the two of us leave these two bean counters here and go get us something to eat.
As long as it's nicer than where we had lunch.
I know the perfect spot.
Well, I guess it all worked out, huh?
From whose point of view?
I hoped you'd be happy.
Happy?
Well, it's over. Everybody got what they wanted.
I did not get what I wanted.
The case was dismissed.
I did not want to watch a judge abuse her power. I did not want to watch her intimidate and denigrate a child. I've been in the system for 27 years, and I've always found a way to serve my client and the judicial process without breaking any rules. You have no business wearing the robes.
Glad you could make it.
Can I talk to you for a sec? I know that I asked for this opportunity, but I didn't think it would come up so quickly. I don't think I can do it.
Afraid of knives? Blood? What?
I'm too tired.
Doctors don't get too tired.
I need to catch up on my sleep, just get my body.
So go grab a cup of coffee, splash some cold water on your face, and get a grip.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Fine.
Really, I am sorry.
Would you please send Heather in?
I need a couple of days to get accustomed to the lifestyle change.
You play golf?
A little in college.
Then you'll know what I mean when I say this was your mulligan. Enjoy it. It's the only one you get.
This place is perfect.
Well, it's nice to know that there are some things in the world that don't change. Remember the day we met? We were sitting right over there.
How could I forget it? You stuck me with a check.
Oh, if I hadn't, we probably wouldn't be here right now.
True.
Maxine, about this prenuptial disagreement.
No, forgive me. Let's chalk it up to prenuptial jitters.
I love you, Jared Duff. Prince or pauper or anything in between.
You know I'd give you the world.
I don't want the world. I want you.
That you've got. Well, there is just one thing I'd like to settle before we officially tie the knot. Do you mind?
No.
Yeah. Just so there's no misunderstanding later, I'd like you to just sign that at the bottom. Yeah, I think the waitress is a notary.
I, Jared Duff, being of sound mind and gobs of money, do hereby bequeath to Maxine Gray, in the event of death, divorce, or domestic boredom, all rights of ownership to the 22nd Street Diner. You bought the diner?
Well, I wasn't sure we'd be seeing each other again, so I just wanted some kind of little memento.
Most people would have just taken the salt shaker and...
Well, just sign.
Toasted cheese sandwiches for life.
We believe the man apprehended today is responsible for a large child pornography ring on the internet. He is in custody, held without bail, and we are confident he will be indicted and convicted.
Madam State's Attorney, who have you assigned to prosecute?
Prosecuting the case for us will be newly appointed Assistant State's Attorney Tobin Hayes, who was instrumental in the apprehension of the suspect. I believe this man's talents were greatly underused as a juvenile prosecutor. So, with the blessing of Chief Juvenile Prosecutor Jonathan Ashworth, we've pulled Mr. Hayes up.
Anyone.
He was there, in my yard.
Judge Gray, I've been here all night watching. I haven't seen anyone. Look, I'll look around. You go back inside. It's freezing. Go, 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 go. If he's here, I'll find him.
Get.
Go.